what a magnet is. A magnet is a self. So let's say a magnet is a self. So there is no being out here that is magneto that can control you know people's ion and whatever. You know. So when you look at a magnet is a self. So every being, every living thing, you know, is a magnet in its own right. Is when I say a magnet is attractive, attract things to it, attract people to it, attract whatever to it, everything, every living being, one way or the other, and even some things that are not even living, that even just things like gold and even magnets and things, even attract people, living things to it. So every living thing on this world is a magnet, is as a pull. So when you come across a being like a magneto, you just know that hey, a magneto is not like a uh just one person. There are magnetos every freaking where. Magnetos every freaking where. You look at a cat, you look at a dog, you look at all these other animals, even humans. You know, they don't need to talk to you. You see a cat just look at you, even though it's like, even when you see a cat is like so might be uh might be curious about you, but they look at you and they just go the other way. You see that they are not, they are curious about you, but they are not pulling towards you. When you look at a dog might even fancy you the way a dog might be looking at you, backing around you, and but still, they won't chase after you. At all. Yeah, a dog is different though. A dog might chase after you if they want something, but still, a dog won't chase after you if you're not giving it a treat or anything. So it has a magnet. It has a self. Or else you're giving a dog a bone or something. That's when it will chase after you. It won't chase after you on even though you're what the fuck you say you are, whatever. So everything has a magnet, and so is human. Human has a magnetic pull. You have your power. You can't be pulled into something without your consent. So you have a self. You know, you have a self, and you can use that self. So when you come across someone like Magneto can't use your can't like hey because of let's say you got AI in your body, artificial intelligence, because the world we're living in is run by artificial intelligence, is really run by artificial intelligence. And let's say you've got iron in your body, Magneto can't he can't manipulate that against you. Why? Because of what? You are aware of yourself. Magneto is Magneto. You are also Magneto. Magneto might want to use you. You can also use Magneto. So you've got all the powers in the world that anybody can imagine of. Every human got like every human got everything. You are a human, you got all the power you can imagine. You can use all the power you can imagine, but it's all about you knowing this power, because you can't use something that you don't know. You know, you don't know something that you don't know. You've got to know something for you to be able to use it. So that's just how simple it is. You can't say things like, for instance, what I'm saying right now. You can't say it if you don't know it. You know. Okay, let's say I'm in the scene right now. Let's say I'm in the scene right now with Magneto. For instance. I forgot. So let's say I'm in the scene right now with Magneto, and Magneto come up to me and like, hey, so much iron in your blood, and it's like you want to like get the iron out. And I'm like, hey, the same iron in my blood is the same iron in your blood. We iron run in both of our bloods. So I'm aware of Magneto. Magneto is aware of me. I'm aware of Magneto. So because of that, there is a diversity. There is how will I put it? Uh, a dispel. Magneto wanna like see. Let's say Magneto sees iron in your blood and is trying to repel that iron in, but you now noticing the same iron in Magneto. By noticing it in Magneto, you dispel whatever Magneto is trying to do, because you've got the same iron that I got in my body, so there's a dispellant going on. So there's not, you know, So the spell can't work in you, it dispels, because of you are what that person is trying to, you are what that person is, or trying to do, you are aware. So because of that, there's a dispel, so because of that, there's a dispel. So a lot of people try to repel. Repel is not something. When you repel is the final result of dispel, because when you dispel something, you repel it in a way. But repel and dispel, they are different. Repel is like you're trying to repel something back to someone, but dispellant is just knowing that this person is just fucking about. Dispellant is just knowing that, nice try. That's what dispellant is. So that's the two difference between repel and dispel. They are two different things entirely. So this is like a just knowing and knowing. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. What we got to do about it?